butter kind of makes everything better. What possessed me to stop eating animal products? Some form of pork. I loved bacon. Hello beautiful people, I hope you're doing well today. My name is Kathleen. If you're new, welcome to the Conscious and Chic YouTube channel. I'd love for you to stick around, look around, get comfortable. So subscribe and turn on your notification bell so you don't miss any of my updates. Today's video is about my vegan journey. I'm going to give you a little bit of my thoughts, the good, the bad, the ugly, that I've been able to experience as a vegan. I've been vegan for almost a year, if not a year by the time this video goes live. So I have a lot to say about being vegan. 365 days of no animal products whatsoever. No dairy, no meat, no poultry. Whew. I have a lot to say. So if you're interested, just keep on watching. First things first, how did I start this journey? What possessed me to stop eating animal products? Well, for me, it all started with skin. I have hormonal acne, combination skin. If you don't know this already, I just want to bring you up to speed. My skin has some issues, okay? And I would always notice that I would break out more when I would eat out. And my esthetician put me on to the fact that dairy and meat often aggravate your skin because your skin health relies on your gut, which I didn't know at the time. Wow. So I was like, that's pretty interesting. So I decided to stop eating animal products for 21 days. It was just an innocent, let me see what's going to happen in 21 days. Let me stop eating meat and dairy and poultry and anything animal for 21 days and see if my skin improves. And spoiler alert, it did improve. And from the 21 days, it grew it to a month. And then I said, let me do it for 3 months. And then it got to 6 months. And when I got to 6 months, I said, let me just do it for a year. And the thing that was interesting is that I have a very healthy relationship with food. Let me start with saying that already. I don't crave much and I don't binge eat anything. And being vegan was definitely an interesting experience. There's definitely a lot of things that I needed to get used to, and I'll get into them as the video goes on. But one thing that I want to say in the beginning is that I never intended for it to go this far, but as I was able to do it, I told myself, if you crave something, if you want to eat something, just eat it. That's always been my policy in life. I think is when you restrict yourself, that's when you end up binge eating something or overdoing it. Sometimes you just need 1 bite or 2 bites of something and then you're totally fine. And so for me, I always said, if you want something that's not vegan, just have it. And surprisingly enough, it's been a year and I haven't wanted anything. I've seen things, I've been in situations that were definitely tempting, but when I weighed the pros and cons, I always ended up not having it. That's just the truth. Transitioning to a vegan diet is not the easiest thing to do. I went cold turkey, but I'm gonna give you the real ins and outs to my personal experience because I would prefer you walking into this lifestyle change. As far as food is concerned, this video is strictly focusing on the vegan diet and not the vegan lifestyle with everything else that comes into play. I would rather you walk into it being knowledgeable, knowing what you're getting yourself into so you can set yourself up for success. Some people will say, oh, it's so easy, so on and so forth. That's not necessarily true for everyone. So I'd rather you know what you're getting yourself into so you can set yourself up for success than to walk into it thinking that it's gonna be a walk in the park and then fail. You need a lot of discipline and self-control to make it through. The way the world is set up right now, it's not the most vegan friendly. When you go to social events, they're not always vegan friendly as well. So having that discipline, the self-control is paramount. It definitely helped me develop even my discipline and self-control, which was a gift within a gift in itself. Being able to say no and stick to what I previously decided I would do is amazing. It's an amazing feeling to know that you can control yourself in that way. It's an amazing feeling when you're able to be disciplined and stick to what you said you would do. So self-discipline is a big one. 2, preparation. You have to cover all your bases when it comes to food so you don't crack under the pressure. When traveling, I always pack snacks. I make sure that I know where I'm going, that I know if there are vegan restaurants available, that I do my research ahead of time, so I know that once I land somewhere, I'll have somewhere to eat. I'll also ask recommendations from other people, whether it's on social media or people that I know that have traveled to where I'm going. I make sure that all my bases are covered. So I have a lot of snacks. I have my breakfast covered. Usually I can travel with oats or cereal and just buy some almond milk and cover my breakfast, or make some overnight oats in the refrigerator and just pack it with me to make sure that at least my breakfast, because I don't want to be hangry, and that my snacks are covered, so that if at any point I get into a situation where I'm tempted to eat something that is not vegan, then I have something to have my back. If it's not me actually wanting or craving something, it's just because there's a lack of vegan options, I have to give in to eating something that is not vegan. I take care of myself that way. Being vegan will try your social life. Going out to eat with friends is especially difficult when your friends are not vegan. And thankfully, I have amazing friends who have been willing to eat vegan with me on more than one occasion. For them, it's something more exotic. Let's go eat vegan this time around. It's not something that they do every day, so they'll do it for me, which I'm eternally grateful for, because I'm an extrovert, I'm a people person. I like to have food with people, I like to hang out with people, and when they're willing to make the sacrifice to eat at a vegan restaurant, which thankfully I've lived in places where there are really good, tasty vegan restaurants, because let's make no mistake, I love food. I'm a vegan, it has to be good. I'm not going to eat something that is vegan only because it's vegan. It has to taste good. I love really good food. And before I started eating a vegan diet, I would eat ribs and burgers and cheese, lasagna. If it had cheese, if it had some form of meat or poultry or turkey, I was happy. Or some form of pork. I loved bacon, I love eggs. Eggs Benedict was one of my favorite brunch dishes. Comment below what your favorite brunch dish is. I'm a big brunch person, so I'd love to know what you like to eat. In the comments below, let me know what your favorite dish is or your favorite brunch dish is. But I love, 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 love food. So for me, eating out, it still has to be good. Even if it's vegan, it has to be tasty. And there's several restaurants that I've found over time that make really, really good vegan food. And so all that to say that your social life can definitely suffer on a vegan diet. And that's just the truth. You can count on me to keep it real. Being vegan and having friends who don't eat a vegan diet is hard. Something else that I experienced on this journey is the benefits of it. I'm not a doctor. I'm not saying that everybody should be vegan or go on a vegan diet or stop eating meat or stop eating dairy. There's documentaries to do that. I'm just here to tell you my personal experience. And for me, the benefits have been that my brain fog, sometimes, I don't know if you experience this, but for me, I would either feel tired or unclear, a little foggy. That's gone away. Since I stopped eating animal products, my mind is clear. I have a lot of energy. I also noticed that my digestion is just beautiful. My stomach always feels at peace. I rarely have stomach aches, and I love that about being on a vegan diet. Also, my skin has cleared a lot. If you struggle with any form of blemishes or acne, you might want to try this. I also leaned a lot. I've never been overweight. I have a high metabolism. I'm naturally thin, but I've definitely shed pounds. So if you are looking to perhaps be at a more healthy weight for your body type, maybe eating a vegan diet is a good option for you. I've definitely slimmed down since I started eating a vegan diet, because I did it the healthy way. I really focused on eating healthy things. I didn't only focus to eat things that are devoid of animal products, because there's a lot of processed foods that don't have any animal products in them, but that doesn't make them healthy. I really focused my diet on eating whole foods, vegetables, fruits, whole grains. I really focused on eating things that are healthy for you on any diet, not only things that didn't have animal products, because there's a lot of processed food that is terrible for you. And if that's the way you're gonna go, you might as well eat meat and eat dairy, because you're not doing anything to help yourself. You're just not. Something else that I'd like to say about eating a vegan diet is that it makes watching those food documentaries so much easier. Watching documentaries like What the Health or Fork Over Knives is so easy because you already got rid of the guilt of eating animal products. And so if you want to watch those documentaries, if you like documentaries, I have a list of documentaries to recommend. Maybe stop eating animal products before you watch them, because otherwise it's really challenging and it's really hard. And if you don't want to eat a vegan diet, then just don't do it. Just watch something else. Watch Luke Cage, one of my favorite shows on Netflix. Just do that, yeah. Something that they don't tell you when you're eating a vegan diet often is how hungry you can get. I am hungry all the time. I have a fast metabolism, as I said earlier, and eating a vegan diet has made me even more hungry all the time. I have to pack snacks, I have to eat meals on a regular basis to make sure that I get the nutrition that I need and that my stomach is always full. I don't know about you, I don't eat or overeat or eat to have that really heavy full feeling. I just like to feel at peace, not hungry. And being on a vegan diet, your food intake gets processed so much faster because you don't have the heavy meats and the things that are hard to digest for your body. And so your digestion, not only is it beautiful, but it's faster. And so you need to eat more regular meals and eat more frequently. And so learning how to cook is very important, not only for your budget, but also so you can control what you're eating. You don't have to eat out and be tempted. So learning how to cook, packing snacks, making sure that you covered all your bases, because you will be hungry. And I don't know about you, but I get hangry. And you don't want to see me hangry. So on a vegan diet, I cook a lot at home, and it's very, very, very easy to be vegan when you cook at home because you control everything, and it's actually less time consuming than cooking a regular omnivore diet meal. It's a lot easier and faster to cook vegetables and whole grains than it is to cook meat. Think about the process that goes into preparing chicken or beef or a steak. You have to take off some of the fat. I'm from a Haitian background, so we take off fat. We also clean the meat. You have to clean the meat. You have to marinate the meat. You have to let it marinate so it can really get all that good flavor into it. All of that takes time, and then you have to cook it, and you have to make sure that it's cooked through and through for poultry so you don't get ill or sick, and all of that takes a lot of time. Cooking vegetables, you wash them, season them, fire them up, and they're done. It's beautiful. Eating a vegan diet is so easy, and it's so easy when you prepare your meals at home. And there are so many YouTube channels, websites, recipe books that teach you how to make really delicious, tasty vegan meals at home that don't cost a lot of money. A lot of people think that to be vegan or to eat healthy, you have to be rich. The devil is a lie. Don't buy into it. It is not true. You can eat a vegan diet on a budget, and perhaps if you're interested in knowing how I eat a vegan diet and follow a specific budget, maybe I'll do a video about that. Comment below, let me know if you're interested, and I'll do that. But don't believe the lie. It's not more expensive or too expensive to eat a vegan diet. Something else that's really important to know when you're trying to eat a vegan diet is how animal byproducts are everywhere. They are everywhere. Often animal byproducts will be used as preservatives in certain things like potato chips, for instance. As a person who's trying to eat a vegan diet, you can't eat every type of potato chip. So being aware of where animal byproduct is being used is really important. Also, when eating out, being aware that a lot of foods, even vegetables or things that are seemingly vegan, might also have some form of animal product in it. I'll use an example, like often when I would eat Asian food, for instance, I will take a dish that seems to be vegan, it's all vegetables, but I would always have to ask, is there fish sauce in this? And being aware of those little things, or if I would go to a French or an American restaurant asking, is there butter in this? Because we know butter kinda makes everything better. And so often butter will be used in a dish that seems to be vegan, but it is not because there's butter in it. Also, if things have been fried in lard or pork fat, which again, vegetables are often put into pork fat, unfortunately. Or sometimes there'll be little bacon bits in something that otherwise would seem, the way that it's described on the menu, to be vegan, but there's either butter in it, there's milk in it, there is fish sauce in it, there's pork fat, and all kinds of other things that will not fit into a vegan diet. Sometimes you can order a salad, but you have to look, is there cheese in it? Is there cream in the dressing that I'm about to put on this vegan salad? But the dressing itself can have dairy in it. So being aware is so important, and asking questions. All the waiters, or most waiters, are knowledgeable about the food. If they don't know, just kindly ask them to ask the chef in the kitchen. And I've never had any issues asking a waiter or asking the kitchen to cook something either differently for me, or at least let me know what's in the food so I know what I'm consuming. As you know, you can always count on me to tell you the truth, tell you the tea, and keep it real. All vegan meals, vegan dishes, vegan snacks at the grocery store are not good. There is a lot out there that is just simply not tasty. Certain pastries can turn out to be dry. Certain snacks can just be gross. And so vegan eating can be very delicious and very good for you, but it can also be unhealthy and disgusting at times, to be honest. So it's really trial and error. You have to develop your palate, figure out what you like and what you don't like. I don't think it's fair for people to say that vegan food is not good, because there are a lot of great dishes out there. But I also think it's not fair for people to pretend that all vegan food is good and tasty, because it simply is not. It is not, and I'm going to tell you the truth and keep it real. All vegan dishes, desserts especially, and snacks that you find at the grocery store are not necessarily good. At this point in time, I'm not saying that eating a vegan diet is the healthiest thing either for you or for me. And that's why it's important to do your own research and to engage in your own journey. This is an update. This is my 1-year update on my journey. I did write a blog post when I was 3 weeks in, and I definitely recommend you check it out. I will link it in the description bar below. Check out that blog post. See if some of the things that I said today are different from what I thought when I was only 3 weeks in. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Also comment below if you have questions, or if you are vegan, let me know how the journey has been for you. And I have an experiment that's coming up very soon. I am excited about it. I'm also nervous about it, but I can't wait to share it with you, so stay tuned for that. If you want me to share what I've been eating, what I've been loving on this vegan journey, some of the meals that I've prepared, some of the restaurants that I've been to, comment below, let me know. It will be my pleasure to share recommendations, whether it's recipes, which there are already some on ConsciousandChic.com, or restaurants that I've been to. It'll be my absolute pleasure. But until then, connect with me on social media. I'm on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Pinterest. Just watch the next video. You've made it this far. You might as well stick around and get comfortable. And remember to stay conscious and chic.